I'm record. May? Sound check. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the pre-bidding conference of one infrastructure project. But before we start, let us all stand for a short prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In the name of the Father, Son. Again, good afternoon. So before we have to proceed, let us all have a roll call from our Secretariat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Present for today's pre-bid conference are Chairman Dennis E. Orais,
Present.
Vice Chairman Jose Roberto Kirich, Members Claudine Jane M. Arnaiz, Ronaldo V. Quinazo, and Maricor M. Carbonilla. For BAC TWG, we have Luz Biminda A. Arnaiz, Aimee A. Pilare, and Joselito Altiveros III.
Present.
For BAC Secretariat, yours truly, May Camarisi Ramos, Lendel P. Saavedra, and Josephine B. Javier. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Ramos. So since majority of the body are present this afternoon, so this pre-bidding conference is quorum. So we have here one infra project with contract ID 22IL 200. Flood Management Program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage system of Barangay Himakilo. Flood control structure, segment 2, BONTOC, Southern Leyte, with an approved budget for the contract of 72,375,000 pesos. So I'd just like to reiterate that this activity is aimed to discuss, among other things, the eligibility requirements of the prospective bidders, including the technical and financial components of the projects to be bid, as well as the questions that may arise before and after this pre-bid conference. At this juncture, I would like to give the chair to the technical working group to discuss to the prospective bidders who might be viewing us live today the eligibility requirements, including the common causes of or grounds for disqualification. So, TWG, may you have the floor now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
We're here to discuss the eligibility requirements for the proposed procurement of infrastructure project. For purposes of determining the eligibility of bidders using the criteria stated in Section 23.4 of this IRR, only the following documents shall be required by the BAC using the forms prescribed in the bidding documents. Legal documents, registration certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality. Tax clearance per EO 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or the BIR. For technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. The statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC similar to the contract to be bid. And the valid Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board PICAB license or special PICAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders' audited financial statement showing among others the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission, and the prospective bidder's computation of NFCC or the net financial contracting capacity. The prospective bidders' audited financial eligibility criteria for the procurement of infrastructure projects. The following persons or entities shall be allowed to participate in the bidding of infrastructure projects. Number one is duly licensed Filipino citizens for 2 years from the sole proprietorship. And the prospective bidders is partnership duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 75% of the interest belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. Next is the corporation duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 75% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to citizens of the Philippines, and the cooperatives duly organized under the laws of the Philippines. Under the laws of the Philippines, and for the at least 75% of the interest post-qualification within 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid or the highest rated bid, the bidder shall submit to the BAC its latest income and business tax returns and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the bidding documents. The post-qualification shall verify, validate, and ascertain all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid or the highest rated bid. The bidder shall submit using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents. These criteria shall consider but shall not be limited to the following documents: legal requirements to verify, validate, and ascertain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder, and the fact that it is not included in the blacklist as provided in Section 25.8 of this IRR. For this purpose, the GPPB shall maintain a consolidated file of all blacklisted suppliers, contractors, and consultants. For technical requirements to determine compliance of the goods infrastructure projects offered with the requirements specified in the bidding documents. Verify, validate, and ascertain licenses where applicable, verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, and the competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the project. For the procurement of infrastructure projects, shall maintain a consolidated file. Then the verification, availability, and commitment and/or inspection requirements and testing to be required capacities and operating conditions of equipment unit to be owned, leased under purchase by the bidder for use of the contract under bidding, as well as checking of the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. If any of these ongoing contracts shows negative slippage at least 15% in any one project, or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work in ongoing contract within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice, defects, and deficiencies. And failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Or substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. If the BAC verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence, the agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award and the procurement of infrastructure projects and complete them within 90 calendar days after.
Thank you, Engineer Amy. So, well explained.
Or substandard quality of work.
So I hope that those explanations and clarifications from our TWG will help enlighten our prospective bidders, so to avoid such. So any other inputs from our back members? Thank you, from the Secretariat or from the TWG? Well explained. So I hope that those explanations and clarifications from our
I would like to remind again for the
TWG,
opening
will
on
help
July 18 for this INFRA project.
enlighten our prospective bidders, so to avoid such. So any other inputs from our back members? Thank you, from the Secretariat or from the TWG? Well explained. So on I hope that the 18th of July is the opening of this project.
I would like to
So take
remind
note,
again for the
ladies and gentlemen,
opening on
will help
July 18 for this INFRA project.
So any other? So to avoid such. So any other inputs from our back members? Thank you, from the Secretariat or from the TWG? Well explained. So on I hope that the 18th of July is the opening of this project.
I would like to
So take
remind
note,
again for the
ladies and gentlemen,
opening
will
on
help
July 18 for this INFRA project.
So any other? So to avoid such. So there's a motion for adjournment and was duly seconded by Engineer Amy. So this pre-meeting conference this afternoon is officially adjourned at exactly so 2:50 in the afternoon. Thank you everyone and
I would like to
have a nice
remind
day.
again for the
Ladies and gentlemen,
on July 18 for this INFRA project.
so any other? So to avoid such. So there's a motion for adjournment and was duly seconded by Engineer Amy. So this pre-meeting conference this afternoon is officially